Voyez. Maman Adjaï PCA, le maquis chez Adé, la plus belle. Tuki Dali, mon Dieu Seigneur, à ce moment ça. Voyez. Rachel de Kibo, chez Adé. Oh, abri Koto, Nyaliba, Bagno, Nyalia, Korapam. Abri Koto, Nyali. Abri Koto, Nyali, Stefan Soko. Oh, abri Nana, Amabri Nara Koto, Nyaliba, Stefan Soko, Korapam. Aïe, Koto, Nyaliba. Amana, Vere Kasawa. Amabri Kavere, Titi, Papa, Pavere, Sassi, Peto, alors, il est gagnant. Il y a si que gagnant pas. Si il y a la play. Oui, il y a Kotonali. Allez, gagnant, pour un bravo. Hey, ah, oh. Ta base, c'est un nouveau. Allez, na, Vélini, Paka. Ta base, c'est un nouveau. Allez, na, Vélini. Voyez. Allez, na, il y a pour un bravo. L'autre m'a déjoué. Pablo, allô. Ate waba bere wasabake. Waba bere. Ampawe mabani. Miyama. Ampawe mabani. Ampara suga bila bayo. Agena lika bere titi papa. Aja tubo ampawe mabani. Mabani. Ana mabani. Anana. Bayi bawe mabani. Ni agiji dalio aregio. Pablo bani we mabani. Siza fuku ade aregio. Ade bawe mabani. Ni ajayi do. Ade bani we mabani. Ogena baya gresa eba. Ama ade bawe mabani. Bawe mabani. Ama mabani. Waye. Ade bawe mabani. Parlez pas de lui, mais je vous dis, c'est ça qui nous a construit. À quoi nouveau serait ici, hein? Devant les devants. Tu n'es pas conscient, moi je suis conscient. Asaka. Rachel de Kibo, je Adé. Oh, abri Koto, Nyaliba, Bagno, Nyalia, Korapam. Abri Koto, Nyali. Abri Koto, Nyali, Stefan Soko. Oh, abri Nana, Amabri Nara Koto, Nyaliba, Stefan Soko, Korapam. Aïe, Koto, Nyaliba. Amana Vere Kasawa. Amabri Kavere Titi Papa, Pavere Sassi, Peto, alors, il est gagnant. Il y a si que gagnant pas. Si il y a la play. Oui, il y a Kotonali. Allez, gagnant, pour un bravo. Hey, ah, oh. Ta base, c'est un nouveau. Allez, na, Vélini, Paka. Ta base, c'est un nouveau. Allez, na, Vélini. Voyez. Allez, na, il y a pour un bravo. L'autre m'a déjoué. Pablo, allô. Ate waba bere wasabake. Waba bere. Ampawe mabani. Miyama. Ampawe mabani. Ampara suga bila bayo. Agena lika bere titi papa. Aja tubo ampawe mabani. Mabani. Ana mabani. Anana. Bayi bawe mabani. Ni agiji dalio aregio. Pablo bani we mabani. Siza fuku ade aregio. Ade bawe mabani. Ni ajayi do. Ade bani we mabani. Ogena baya gresa eba. Ama ade bawe mabani. Bawe mabani. Ama mabani. Waye. Ade bawe mabani. serait ici, hein. Devant les devant. Tu n'es pas conscient, moi je suis conscient.
Good evening, folks. Samson to Labra Public Radio. I want to thank you very much. Please share this show. Share it to as many people as possible. Sorry that we came late, but that's okay. We're here again tonight. We say thank you. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. We appreciate all of you again tonight. We're here again. The Libra is here. We want to thank all of you for joining us tonight. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing to have. And we are very, very grateful to God to have us here again tonight. Thank you. Thank you. Safety, safety, Lord Jesus, we want to thank you again this evening. We want to thank you for everything. Because of you, we are here. We want to thank you. We want to thank you for all that you do, the life you give us, the life you continue to extend on us. Yes, thank you. Thank you, my Lord, because with you, everything is possible. With you, we are moving. Without you, no one goes nowhere. Thank you. Thank you. My Lord, we ask again tonight as we come before you that our brothers and sisters that are unable to be happy tonight, whatever circumstances they have that is bringing some sadness to them, my Lord, please take complete control. We ask that you step into their life and bring some happiness. Whatever joyful situation you can provide, it will be highly, highly appreciated, my Lord. We said thank you. Thank you for granting our request. Thank you for granting our request. And we know our brothers and sisters will once again be whole and be happy. My Lord, we ask again that the Republic of Liberia and the people of the Republic of Liberia be blessed only through you. My Lord, we ask that the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Wakai, be blessed. Whatever he touches, his hand must be blessed, and whatever he touches also be blessed in the interest of the Liberian people. My Lord, whatever door he knocks, that yes, indeed, the door will be open through you and in your name. We know that is possible because you value the lives of all Liberians. My Lord, we ask that you continue to extend his life. Touch his hand. You brought him over. Touch his hand. Touch his hand. Whatever he touches, that indeed he will be successful. We ask that the Republic of Liberia be blessed as well because we need your blessing. We ask that the host country, the United States of America, be blessed. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Welcome, 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 welcome. Labrador Public Radio. We're here again tonight. Uh, yeah, we're here. Amen, amen, my brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Moses, thank you for joining us. Again, folks, this is how we open our show. And the Tabata is open. The door of the heavy Tabata is open tonight. So I will continue to do this here. As you know, there's an election that is coming up in Nima County to replace Senator Johnson. And I hope our brother, yeah, here's the interesting thing about Nima that I know. Me, my life was saved literally by Nimadian. Literally by Nimadian. That was before the war. And while to be killed, they were going to go free. Nobody would say anything. Nimadian saved me, and Nimadian got me out of Liberia. Nimadian brought me, and there's another Nimadian took care of me here, gave me the foundation when I came back for the second time. Wiped my tears, Nimadian. And I'm very grateful to the Nimadian. I have attended many of their occasion, their conferences and things like that. Of course, I have no voting right, and I usually don't make no comment. The picture that I keep showing you was taken at one of their conferences, and then maybe I need to put that up tonight. Well, not yet. But the main thing here is they are our brothers and sisters. I really don't know what happened, but I predicted that. I predicted that on August I believe August 15, 1981. I'm not going to go into detail, but I predicted that there will be a serious clash in Liberia. And many people knew that was coming. But I'm saying here to our brothers and sisters that are in Nima County, your vote in Nima County is not just for Nima. Whoever you put in that seat tomorrow also will affect the lives of many, many Liberians. Please, please, whatever you do, vote for the right candidate that will be able to bring you the begging. That will be because here's the thing here. If Nima County reached, let me go back a little bit. When Nima County, when the diamond business was going on before Yeshua was there, but plenty people are not going to, people were going to Nima. Bapa, people were going to Nima. Lamco was supporting, Nima was supporting the economy of Liberia. There is nothing you can say about that. The diamond, Lamco, Nima single-handedly was supporting the economy of Liberia in the 70s and even in the 60s and 70s, as far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned. Because I remember growing up in Town, people used to leave from Town to go to Nima to go dig diamond and come back and build houses in Town. So the economy in Nima was supporting the entire country. So once again, all I can say to the brothers and sisters of the Nima people, please, whatever you do, however way you're going to vote, please give us a candidate that will not only do what is good for Nima, but that in fact, it will do what is good for the entire country. Will be good for the entire country. Not just Nima, but the entire country. If you vote and 2 months later you start regretting, just imagine what will happen to the rest of the country. For Nima, the way I do my education business, the way I ring it, and look, I can ring it any way I want. You don't like it, that's your business. Via people, which is Cape Mount in terms of educational level, number one. Lofa County, sometimes they overtake the Via people too. Lofa County, they're number two slash number one. Nima, number three. And then the rest of the line. Where Grant you there? Grant you there probably we way to the bottom, man. Please. You don't like it, go back. Bye-bye. 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 I would say the truth. But Nimbadia and their education business is nothing you can be ashamed of. They're very smart, very intelligent, very if you have the opportunity back in the 80s, if you had the opportunity to attend the NIMBA conference, the NIMBA convention, then you will know what I'm talking about. Because young people will come with papers to present papers. You don't see that in the Liberian community organization anymore. Nobody present paper, they just present cussing. They just go to meeting and cuss each other. But those days, NIMA, when they're having their convention, people are coming to present papers of what they think need to happen in NIMA. And there was a competition, knowledge competition from these young people. I used to enjoy myself, man. They go to Chicago. I was there. Canton, Ohio. I was there. I was there. So when they bring their paper to debate issues, intellectual debate, when the last conference, well, not the last conference, but there was a conference, all Liberian conference that were held in Akron, Ohio, Akron University, where you have Dr. Tipote, you have Dr. Sawyer, you have another doctor from, he wrote a book from Germany, okay? Dr. Michael Slower, at that time, Michael Slower just going towards a PhD. We were there. what's his name? Milton Churchill. In fact, Milton Churchill was the how do you call it, MC that afternoon, and other luminary were at Accra University. I was there, and the Madians took the floor despite all of the conflict that was brewing at the time. The Madians would come out and take the floor, and they were not focusing just on Nima. They're always not Nima first to them, but overall, Liberia, the survivability of Liberia has always been on the mind of Nimadians. And they are very respectful. Let me go back again some more. My grandfather owned a town from Nimakande, owned a town in Nimakande. So my grandfather from Nimakande. People who from our area, you know what I mean by Pwebdi? Right there in Nimakande. So I'm just saying to our brothers and sisters, your vote in replacing Honorable Prince Johnson. He's honorable. I don't agree with him. I will not call him honorable, but he's honorable because he was elected by our brothers and sisters. And then I'm going to have to respect that rule. It's a decorum. It's what you do when you attack, having conversation with civilized nation. He's an honorable man. He was representing the constituents. So he's an honorable man. I can't say Nima people call him honorable, but me, I will not call him honorable. Who am I? But then I respect my brothers and sisters. But I understand when they make the decision, then I say, I don't agree with you. That is unfair, and I'm not going to do that. And those who are coming in to replace, please, my brothers and sisters. Yes, another thing here. Those of us that used to travel from Grand Gide, when you travel and get to Ganta, those days, you make a right, you make a right, you're going to Yegepa, you're going to Saninkro, you're going to Bapa. You make a left, you're going to Montreal, Ganta, Banga, and every place else. But in that circle, at that time, it used to be like a tea. They have food. When you travel, you get there. Your mom will tell you, say, wait till we get to Ganta, then you will eat. And when you get to Ganta, you will eat. There's no question asked. Let me bring in Jerry. Let me ask Jerry on here while I'm ready for my tabataya tonight. And you will eat in Ganta. There's no question asked. Jerry, good evening. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, thank you. Not whole,
And
but that's fine. I
yeah,
can get it.
thank you. And so if you say, okay, I'm making a right to go to Saninkwe, Bapa, then Yekepa. The only thing I used to be afraid of from Ganta going to Saninkwe, they used to have the big rock on your left hand side. Those of you that are from that area, you know what? I don't know whether it's still there, but that big rock hanging like this. And every time our car get them, my heart going boo boo because I think that rock will fall down. That rock, I don't know whether it's still there, but big huge rock hanging up there. And then they have the road go underneath. So you know, those of you from Nima County, if you have seen that rock before, you know what I'm talking about. Okay? Then when you get to Bapa, there's a rule. The Nimadians have always been nice. But don't take their niceness for something else. They will pepper you quickly. There's no question asked. But there's when you get to Bapa, there's a rule. Those of us that used to live in Bapa and have the diamond mine farm somewhere, as you go in, there's a rule. When you go into diamond mine in the morning, you pass in front of people Kisawa farm. You only take what you can eat, and there will be no question asked. But you cannot take Kisawa, bring it home, and say you want to sell it. Then you have problem. They will not ask you. So if you take 2 or 3 and go to diamond mine, make a fire and boil it, that's fine with them. That's Nimba County for you. They used to have a guy that used to live in Bapa. I admire that guy so much as I was growing up. I always wanted to be like it. They call him say yo yo. Say yo. I don't know what it means, but they call him say yo yo. This guy used to wear a beret. He the one started the beret, the CDC beret that the guy used to wear it. Long time. Red one. Dress. Man, when I begin finish dressing, walking the street of Baba, when I see him, I say, this is the life I want. No other life. This is it. They used to call him say yo yo. But that's Nima. And lastly, my Nima brothers and sisters, you guys have always been at the forefront of political activities of Liberia. And so Nima having vote rich Nima, they always, you see, yeah, Samson too. I love myself. You see, Nima County have always taken political activities, political rights, political whatever it is, they have always taken it serious. And as a result, when the people started coming back after the war, their leaders told them, let's concentrate our vote in this county. If you have to go other county, make sure you register in the county. Numbers count. Numbers. That's a friend of mine. He's a Nibadian as well. PhD. He's passed now. He used to tell me, he said, why, Samson? At that time, Nima was getting back to himself. He said, why, Samson? The Nibadian vote will be placed where people want their vote to. If you want to be president, you will come to Nima. If you want to do any good thing in the country, you will come to Nima. I thought he was just saying it because he was from Nima. But they concentrated their voting power in Nima. Where other counties, their citizens, they were running to Monrovia. For what we don't know. Especially from Southeast. They decided to flood Monrovia. Just flood water. As a result, some of the big county, Grand big county like that. You can count the vote on my 5 finger. Because the people, the leaders of the county, refuse to understand and to calculate for the future. After Nima have achieved certain things, Bon County next door, they say, you see those people? We better register our people here. Bon County start repeating the same. Southeast, they're yet to achieve anything. They're still trucking people. They're still trucking people from Monrovia to go to Grand Gila to go vote. Instead of them to register in those places and be citizens of the county. You got more Grand Gila voters in Moserado County than you do in Grand Gila County. And you think you'll get some kind of development county. I don't call it election. It's numbers game. You don't have vote. You know, he's dead now, so I will tell you this. You know what Bronskin, you know what Child Walker Bronskin told me? God is my witness. 2 other people, I will not call their name because they're still alive. They are my witness because I complained to them. At that time, we had what they call Boston Radio. It's an internet radio from which we come from to have LPR and what have you. So I asked to interview him. He said, but where are radio? I said, Boston Radio. He said, but you got no voting grant. You don't come waste my time over there to do what? To come, so who will hear me and anything. I said, we call him boss man. And people who know Bronskin, you will know what I'm talking. Call him boss man. I said, boss man. Don't want to help. He said, but I can't lie to you. I'm being truthful. I left and told 2 other people. I will not call their name. They said, well, Samson, if that's the case, when we have our meeting, bring it up. So we had a meeting, I brought it up. Of course, he apologized. He said that's not what he meant. So he said, I will grant you interview. When we have our convention, they had a convention in Lofa County. The Liberty Party, that is. Not the superintendent, but the city mayor of Vanyama promised them to give them a hall. It was raining that night. So when they got there, Apparently, President Baka, they call him Uncle Joe, Ambassador Baka then. Apparently, when he heard, for some reason, they canceled the deal. They took the hall away from them in Vanyama. It was a one man had a big place. He said, if that's the case, because I'm seeing the people want to bring he hosted Liberty Party. And I was supposed to have if you people listen those days, I was on live. There was a guy here, and I will call his name because he's a good friend, Phyllis Swart. He was the president of Liberty Party USA at the time. He was in Liberia. So he was making the connection for me to have Councilor Bronskin live. So as we were getting ready to go live, former Vice President Julia Howard walked in. So Councilor Bronskin grabbed the phone and said, Samson, I can't talk to you now. Madam Taylor is here, and I need to have a conversation with her. We never had a conversation that night. I only interviewed Phyllis Swart. So I know what numbers mean. And Nima County has a number. And so, my brothers and sisters, Nima, please, when you're making a decision, think about us. Think about us. Think about the Republic of Liberia and make a decision that will truly represent your aspiration. Don't make decision and 2 months later you start regretting. It will not help you. Whoever you're going to put there that 9 years, whoever you're going to put in there that 9 years, if that person have a high school student now in their house, the person will get 2 master degree before he finish, before that 9 year finish. Whereas your children will still be struggling. And most likely his children, if he's that bad, his children will come back and your children going to be serving them. The voting card you have, my brothers and sisters from Nima, whoever you're going to choose, it's a powerful, powerful tool. Use it wisely. And people say, well, you always have their election. Yeah, but look where we are. Look where we are. When it rings, we're not going anywhere because of the bad decision we make in making this selection, in voting. We vote with our stomach. There's an old man here. I got a video. He voting for Call Couple. Rice cup. It's on video. Rice cup and chicken soup. And there's a video that I have where the people are saying that somebody buying them baby top. And they will vote for that person because the man can buy them baby top and get them Call Couple and give them a cup of rice and get them chicken soup. Where are we? Where are we? Quota in Ganta. Quota now pass Ganta. Quota now pass the second pier. Quota and reach Grand Year. Quota and reach Grand Year. We're waiting for the next president. That's the power of the numbers. There is nobody who wants to be president 2029 that will not seek the interest of Nima County and say you want to be president. In order for you to be president in Liberia, Nima must be on board with you. Because when they started, they knew exactly, their leadership knew exactly that in order for them to achieve, they must be able to have the numbers. And they have achieved that. So again, folks, thank you for tuning in to Liberia Public Radio. We appreciate it. Let me bring in Jerry, Mr. Bargon. Thank you. That's my tabata for the night. Let's hear from you.
Good evening. Good evening. Thanks for having me. I mean, you stressed a valid point, especially when it comes to Nima County. And Nima County have been relevant since 2000, yeah, since 2006.
Since
Yeah,
2003.
yeah, okay. So, I mean, I'm talking about when elections started happening,
Yeah, because they
there
were
was,
influential in selecting the intern government.
yeah. So,
Because I know some Nibadians that left from here and they were in
mm,
Ghana. I know the story.
yeah. So Nima is playing a pivotal role. And one of the things you were saying something, it just cleared to my mind. Like the superintendent for Nima County, she did a tremendous something that had never been done. I hope people will take note in Liberia. She had acquired a land in Carisburg that will be a residence for all Nima officials and stuff. So she building that place. That is, I mean, where she got an idea from, I applaud her for her idea. And that is a brilliant idea. And say, look, our official government, and we need a better place, Nima Center, so that when the Nima then ready to have something, we're not going to spend money. We're going to, it's land have been purchased.
You
And,
know where she got her idea from?
mhm,
There's a building that used to be on Killer Street called Chief Compound. They
yeah.
were all the chiefs from all over Liberia. When they come, they're ready to have their stuff. They go right there.
Mhm,
Some of them can
yeah.
stay there if they don't have place to stay in Monroe. So this is what I'm talking about. You got young people that will do some serious research
Mhm,
and see what works in Liberia those days that can be applied now and still be able to work. Look at that kind of brilliant idea.
yeah,
Go
I
ahead,
know her
bro.
very well. I know her very well. I mean, I know Gondo very well. I know the person who she is. I know who she is. She's a very hard working person. She worked for us, from Massachusetts here. So I know what That's one something we have to get out of the box. We get out of the box. And when you were saying it, something came to my mind. If you go back before Nima began to be the shining star or the heart of Liberia, in fact, I have called Nima Kanda. Kanda is the heart of Liberia, almost like a Brussels. Brussels is the heart of Europe. So Nimakande is the heart of Liberia right now. But here's the thing I want you to take into consideration. During Tubman administration, Bon County was a shining star at that time. Why made Bon County was a shining star? Because at that time we got Cottington, at that time was Cottington College. We got Swakoko, the what the other company is, Agriculture Development Bank. So Bon County in the 70s before the 80s, Bon County was one of the counties that you could come from elementary and become somebody in Bon County. And today, Bon County is now taking the back seat. Lima County is taking the front seat. It was not like in Monrovia. I mean, Monrovia is a capital city, so whatever. But Bon County was one of the counties there. Where you could go to Bon County, you could go to school, right from elementary, high school, college level, and you'll be able to get a job in Bon County. Now today, Lima County is how many university? You know, yeah, Lima County University and Prince Johnson University. So, and this thing is important. I like your presentation this evening. It's important that we stick to this thing. And Lima County will will be a role model for the rest of the sub political division. The only thing we need to do right in Lima County is the dissemination of banks. The various towns like Tabata, Maine, Gray, all the BB towns. When we start opening banks in the place where people will be able to put the banks and money into the banks, and you see Nima will be very progressive in Liberia. So thank you for the idea. Thank you for your intro.
Thank you, Jerry. Folks, again, Samson
Well,
told Liberia Public. Go ahead, Jerry. Go ahead.
as the election is coming, I mean, like you said, it is time for us to let us follow our conscience rather than our pocketbook because let us make the good decision who we're going to select to be our senator because the senator or that position is a very sensitive position. She or he going to be there for the next 9 years, and ultimately we always report our pocketbook. So let me get you my own. No, vote the person who going to represent you, who going to seek your interest, who would now they will shake your hand to come and meet you. After they win the election, then guess what? All the windows, they will be dark cars, you will not be able to see them again. So one to also voting in Liberia right now in the country on the 20, I think the 22nd it should be. You know, make a wise decision. Don't just because somebody can give you $20 and give you deco rest. That deco rest not going to last you for more than the next 9 years is not going to be enough. So make a wise decision. Think twice who you want to put there for that senator position. In fact, there will be another election because if let's say what the name the
Coca.
representative yeah it could win for example. He win, we're gonna have another by election for the representative for that post. So there's an action will be going on in my country for the next maybe another more year or two. So there will be action. So let's think twice and make the decision. It's important.
Thank you, Jerry. Again, folks, Samson told Labra Public Radio. Let me switch here and go back to our go to subject matter here, which having to do with Liberia and Liberians themselves. Quite recently, in fact, just yesterday, we were out here talking about the Field International Airport debacle. And these things are not, they're not done in isolation. I believe sometime when you those of us that go home from time to time and get ourselves involved into projects, you will know that these people are just taking our people for granted. They are highly educated, very smart people, but they refuse to apply what they know. They just refuse, completely refuse. I'll give you another example. The Minister of Public Work, and that's my area, that's what I'm going there. Except for the minister proper. The rest of them are engineers. One of the young men that work over there, he hasn't even talked to me for a very long time. But this young man, I was trying, I have been helping him, to understand the idea of roadway design, which will make him stronger as he go to do an inspection. So I have the whole blueprint for Ralphie Highway. I have it here. So I know exactly what the people were supposed to do. The project was designed, I believe, by the Korean in that design company, and it was supposed to be managed by the Japanese construction management company, but it didn't go that way. So according to some of the papers that I have, the Japanese group that were managing, they want to follow the design process that was on the paper, but because it was expensive for the young man who was in charge of the Chinese company, the East International. So when the Japanese manager said we have to do that, you know what they do? They run to one of the big shot, and the big shot just say, okay, hold on. They just pick up phone, call the ministry call out in the field, and say let the people do it. The person from public work in Lane Street calling on Ralphie Highway, say let the people do whatever they want to do. There's an incident, Jerry, true story. Those of you remember that area where they one of the deputy minister fell, the car fell in a hole. Okay.
Yeah.
They have what they call bass cover. It's a cover, like a cover, but they call it bass cover, just what it is. So, but the bass cover, they decided to build one side and then come back later to build the other side by switching traffic. And the group from the Japanese management said, no, this area is a swampy area. If you put a box cover down and fill it on top of it, put traffic on there, by the time you dig for the other one to come down, this thing gonna be way down that you're not gonna have any kind of outfall of water to go down. So the best thing you can do, make the whole thing Jerry, are you with me? No. Okay. The best thing you can do, they say. Okay, he's come back. The best thing you can do is to do it the whole thing in the middle. Then the side, the side, the shoulder that's not going to carry traffic, you can build those later. So let's build the shoulder and use that as a temporary traffic while we're building the middle. They say no. They call their big shot. The big shot call public works say y'all leave it alone. And when they finish, time now to put that other piece on. They couldn't hold it. They have already dug for it. The digging was done, but he could not put the other box cover in there because it was not lining up. And in the process of trying to line it up, that hole left open when that guy fell in it. So those are the kinds of things they know what they need to do. But it's not giving them money. They want shortcut. Who does this? You're building a road and there's no space for you for the taxi. And we have taxi driver. We have park. There's no place for you to park so that your passenger can get out. None. Most of the store, the Lebanese store on the main highway, they don't have parking lot. Most of the supermarket, why will you let people build a commercial building with no parking lot? And the purpose of that commercial building is to sell. People coming to buy, but you don't have no parking lot. Because why? The Lebanese believe no Liberian can get out. Liberian can never be able to get that kind of car. So if they give you 1 or 3 parking lot, that's good enough. And the parking lot they're giving you is like maybe 3 feet. Let me bring in Terry. I don't see him yet. The parking lot is about 2-3 feet from the main road. So every time you're coming out of the parking lot, the traffic got to be stopped to allow you to join the traffic. Why are we not thinking that you could have wheeled that thing out and it get out? But they always want to cut corners. So, Jerry, I'm saying here, the Ralphie International Airport issue, it is us. It has nothing to do with President Waka. And this is what the people and myself always disagree. It has nothing to do with President Waka. You have President George, where used to coach. When he put people on the field that he trusted would be able to deliver. If those people are not playing, most likely he will sub them. But when the coaching process is done and you're ready to play game, George Weah cannot come on the field and say, let me coach you how to play. You're on your own until you can prove that you're not able to produce. And then like Aaron Brupper, one of the best midfielders the young man, when he was playing. A young man, when you were playing, he was all over the field. You can't pass him. He can't get tired. Now Aaron Brupper, you look here now. The man never used to get tired. Then he will come here and defend the undefensible. Those are the kind of things I'm talking about. It's us Liberian. And last day before I go to Terry here, people will say, but then what President Waka can replace those people? I agree. But once again, it's not my job to come here and tell my father, say, replace people. The man made a selection based on certain factors that I have no insight of. I have no knowledge of those factors. And so I cannot dispute those factors by coming out here and say, replace this person, replace. I can only say what they need to do and they're not. Let me bring you in, Terry. Tonight, I think we'll enjoy ourselves. They may not come in. He's not coming. He's so busy right now. He can't come. Let's enjoy ourselves tonight. Man, can't come. Because when he come, I want to tell all the CDC and that guys, say blah, blah, blah. No. Let's enjoy ourselves, Terry. Let me hear from you, my brother. Terry, are you with me? Oh. So, Terry, you even want to talk against her?
I didn't mute it. Terry, you're muted.
Yeah. Are you there? You're not music. You.
Okay, again, now you're on mute.
You know,
But that was,
immediately music. Then night, I think we intro to now. Terry, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
sorry, no, but okay, go ahead, yeah. And now you're
Uh,
muted.
Mr. Jerry, you hearing it?
Yeah, we can hear you. But now we hear you.
Yeah, yeah. So, Labor, thank you for the show, man. Uh, I know you're talking about the road development and all of that, which is something. Uh, that's what I really wanted to see the road, what you guys were doing. But up to now, I've not seen the road that is rehabilitating. I don't know this time around they're afraid to show all the road before the rainy season comes. And Mr. Bagon.
No,
Oh no, the I mean, I was there in January, and I saw the road. It was, I mean, technically it was good, but if you let's go outside Monrovia between Kanta and Tabata. I was there in January, so at that time I'm about Secretary or going to Grace, Willie, and all the area. So, but now the road in Tabata should be, I mean, maybe a few miles from there for it to enter in Tabata. So the road between that within that area is good. But from between that 35 miles, I don't know something about that 35 miles road from Monrovia to RI, something that I don't know. It's terrible. It's horrible, and
Hmm.
and the way they put it cool, and there's no light, especially at night when you are driving. If you're not careful, you'll fall in one of the ditch. Seriously,
Wow.
and especially before you get to that river that between when you buy Boys Town, you're going down the hill there, that river. That place is terrible.
but that's it. That's the hookup right there. It would
The
take them
way
5 years. It would take them
the,
five. That, you know what will happen? Like you don't be prepared. That canoe they will use to cross that river. That
Wow.
canoe they will use because these people do not have the capacity to build bridges. So in order for you to do 2 lane, you will have to use 1 lane bridge and the other lane bridge, or you put 2 bridges together, and then you use 4 lane on it, and then you separate it as you get out. They do not have the capacity to build bridges. So that and yes, the thing they're gonna do. They will try to meddle with a bridge and it's gonna collapse. Hopefully people will not die or nobody gonna get hurt. But guess what? Once that happens, that canoe we're gonna use to cross.
Hmm. But Labor,
and that place.
what you also think about, because I saw the road they're making from, I thought by now they will be finished with that place, between Freeport to St. Paul Bridge, and the rain is
Yes,
coming. Don't you think that
yes.
place will be messed up again?
Yes, the thing here. And this is why I fought my own little son that worked with them. I told him the last time, you're not doing good. God got you. You don't have to work for public work. God has your bike. If we can try to get you out of there, we'll do our best to get you out. But when you get comfortable with public work, you're not making any effort. It's difficult for me to make moves around here. Here's the thing about that role you're talking about. What was the reason? What was the reason of demolishing all of the road, pulverizing all of the road, the old quota and thing that?
Huh?
Why could they not use that to build the road? The reason why it rain and the water set on because that thing low. You would
Hmm.
think they would bring it up. They're not doing it. Where is Five Town? Five Town almost about sea level, to be honest with you.
Hmm.
So you don't have much fall when it rains for the water to go down to the ocean. Number one. They do not have enough drainage process.
Right.
Just like water side, when it rains, water not going anywhere. It said right there. Now, they have the money, but instead they need to apply the real knowledge of roadway design. The intent of a roadway design, of a roadway, there's 2 things you need to do. First, number one, safety. Number two, The driver must be comfortable as a drive on your road. And you yourself, you can, when you drive, you ain't gonna be having conversation. You can worry about the road. No, that's what we
No.
take into account. We want you to be comfortable so much that you'll be driving and you don't have to work. Because when you start worrying about the road, your car going like this and things like that, you want your foot this way. You're not concentrating. You will hurt yourself very easily. But when you're driving and you're comfortable, you will only pay attention to what is needed. They don't have that. They rode from Vastown. Let's just say from Vastown to Freeport. If you are there 2-3 years ago, so potholes. The water has seeped through the base, and in order for you to do good, that whole area need to be taken out. And you not see when the people beat the ride, when they take the rice from the front, right? We step on it. We use our feet to do all the stuff. Then when you finish, they put it on the mat for it to dry. That's what they needed to do with the soil from there. Take the soil out, put it somewhere for it to dry, and you bring it back. You bring it back and build it up. You build it up. But the interesting thing is, you're going to build. You build it up not so much that it dry and start putting water in the learning pure store. If you want to do that, if you want to build it so you don't even have water problem, you build it up, but then you put retaining wall along, and that retaining wall becomes like a separation of the traffic and the pedestrian. People will not even notice that it's a retaining wall. Because when you put that wall in, you put all kind of drawing on it. People who walking on that sidewalk, they won't even know that what the purpose of that. They'll think, oh, look at that beautiful wall. People will go there.
But Eva, don't you think that you have to remove that whole place, that whole Vartown place, to lift it up? The most of those, because the water will stay, if you build that road up, the water will still go into the stores.
No, Terry. Have you heard of New Orleans?
Yeah, New Orleans.
Okay, when they have the bad storm here, it was a 100-year storm, Katrina. It overwhelmed the pump system they have. You look at whole water side, no pump, nothing, not even one pump. You go to Vice Town, you do your survey, and they will tell you the lowest area where when it rain, water most likely will sit. You put that water in there and have a pump system that will pump the water back to the river, pump the water back when it rains. But your street will be dry and the area will be dry. It will not cost you more than what it's spending right now. You saw when they built it, right? They didn't do much. It was just shining out. But watch till you see the rainy season. Water will be right on top of that road. Water, then it will start costing the government again.
Because within 1 year, they will start costing the government. That place is less. Within 1 year, maybe it may go for this year. But next year, rainy season, they will start costing the government.
The thing was go back because they got water on the pavement.
Right.
And as long water on the pavement, anything you put on top, you're just dressing, just bluffing your way.
And they have not even completed the main place the water can set. They have not really completed that place. So when when the rainy season now, a month from now, we're going to enter rainy season. And once the rain start getting heavy, that whole place will start sinking again.
Yes. And here's the issue here. They got some engineers that are trying to say, we can't do this. And there are those that are saying, the Ministry of Public Works, they got their own group, sector. They want supporting the minister, they want supporting the other minister, and they want idea things. That's all they do. And so they can't come together. This is the idea that when you have, it's supposed to be a group discussion. They have one of the best geotech in Liberia. Young man, they call it ACV. Young man, I've seen his work. They have another one. He's not working with Minister of Public Works. I work with him on one of the projects. Young man, he's a geotech as well. I saw his work. I got his work here. When I read it, I said, my man, you did copy and paste. He said, no, Mr. Toll, I didn't do that. So he started telling me some of the processes he went through. Those are things, geotech, if you are to be in this country, about making serious money. So you have people in that place that are capable, but they don't want to do it. They want to build political roles. And the political roles don't last. They only last till the season, till the political season is over.
But it's a political state, and they know that
Well, guys,
they
I gotta
cannot.
leave. I gotta run somewhere. We'll tell you. I will talk to you guys tomorrow.
Okay, all right, Jerry. Thank you for
Yeah,
joining us.
Bishop Bacon, you look tired.
Yeah. He out of the tapata. He out of the tapata tonight. So, Jerry, the issue of that role in the role business. First of all, you're going to have to find means and drain that place properly. Yeah. I don't want to say there's a place that I was involved with. The way the PTR, how do you call it, 2-week party, they did some wonderful job in that country in terms of drainage system across the bridge. Beaumont Bridge. I saw the pipes. I saw the Monday. I will come here and show some picture. But I will not show you. I will just show you the picture of the old pipes they had, the old system they had, and you will not believe the amount of money they pour in there. But it's all gone. And the people that are there now, they just let water go anywhere it want to go. Look at this, Terry. You know Monrovia, right? You know Monrovia. So Monrovia, when you're in front of City Hall, when you're looking at the ocean, is there any way that you would think City Hall is supposed to be flooded? No. Because City Hall is like this here. You're muted, Terry.
Yeah, the one myself was surprised when the flood was taking over the last time.
Yes.
How it happened?
They have okay. Right opposite when I went to Liberia, a friend of mine used to be a representative. It was my first time I met Representative Gray. A very good friend of mine. He's dead now. Ekwe Lawrence. Okay.
Oh, Adolph Lawrence.
Adolph Lawrence.
He was the representative from my district number 15.
Yeah.
I know him very well.
Very good friend of mine. We talked when he was alive. We used to talk almost every day, and he told me how he got into politics and everything. Because when you were here in Sacramento, I used to be to a place every day. So, but anyway, when I went home, he took me right opposite the City Hall. You go between the corner there. They have the restaurant on the beach side over there. Very expensive. He took me there, bought some fish for me, $25, but I don't drink. So when Gray and the other representative then came, he bought them drinks and stuff and introduced me. I think that was my first time meeting those guys. Anyway, but on that side, they start building. Even if you're going to build on a drainage system, you provide on your building for the water to go through. They didn't do that. They allow people to build in a waterway. Where that single died, the young man that died, what's his name? The single Liberia died about 10 years or so ago. A young man. But anyway, he died in an accident right opposite of, right in front of City Hall. When you come from the marshal area, you got to bend like this to go out. Yeah. It's a curve. And the curve has a super elevation. Of course, the super is not good. But they did that so that when the water comes from St. Patrick area, it comes down. Then they find a way down there to go towards the ocean. And that's where they block. So when it rains, the water not going anywhere. Sit down in front of the City Hall. And they refuse to put stuff on there. Quincy B.
Quincy B, yeah.
Quincy B. Okay? Those are the things. Terry.
But Libra, you got to know too that the Monrovia is sinking. The city is old. It's
Yeah,
an old age
it-
city,
yeah,
and the
but
city is sinking. It is
yeah,
not
but
high up like before.
no, but the places that are sinking because they're sinking in your eye because you thought you're a good devil. That's why a place sinking like that. Victor B. Smith, Samson Toe is running his mouth. Let's hear from you, Victor B. There's another good engineer, structural engineer. That's the these people supposed to use. Victor, he just, the same age, I'm older than me. Older than a little bit. But he's smart and he's willing to work. Why are they not using Victor Smith? Why are they not coming to him?
But liberal,
Right.
you put a theocrat over, you put a theocrat, somebody who doing theory, over the man that's supposed to do practical. What do you expect? The man will run away.
Listen to this man here. Listen, Samson told y'all come to Liberia and stop this too much talking. Victor, sorry, I can't come. If you're not serious, why they can't use you? You over there, how many times I come to you to help them with that bridge? The bridge that fell the other day. Why they didn't even come to you to do some inspection, Victor? Why? Because they feel so proud. They think that they know everything. Let them go ahead. We'll be here and be talking, Victor.
The people building political rule for 2029.
Yeah, political rule. So
but yeah, I thought another thing today happened. The president got down and walked on Benson Street. I don't know if it's a Benson Street. I think it's Benson Street, to buy some produce, some stuff from market women, and the people were excited.
Yeah,
and I think he changed the narrative.
Of course, he's a politician.
He's smart.
He's a politician.
He fired down the whole car news.
Of course.
He got down, parked the car, and got down and walked in.
They see car, the people cry about a car he parked. He say, you see my new car? People not talking about it. He's a politician.
But surprisingly, what amazed me, I thought people were going to say, oh, I thought there would have been somebody among the crowd to say something nasty against the president. But unfortunately, the people was excited.
Mm-hmm.
They were excited.
Of course.
And I think that was a very calculated, brave move, especially given the fact that people have been saying a lot of things about him. They test the waters. And Benson Street is a very crowded area. I know exactly where he stood because we used to go to CO there. The attire shop is right from Kerry Street.
What is a tire shop that then simply or to eat?
A Thai shop is where you go to drink the tea, the Chinese tea. A Thai is a Chinese tea that they mix for it's an intellectual shop where people go to debate. It has become a normal.
You debate over Chinese tea.
Huh?
I say you debate Liberia issue over Chinese tea.
Oh yeah. Mr. Victor, Mr. Smith can tell you. The Thai shop is where all political matters are discussed in the country. And I where Gregory Coleman went a few days, and he gave his respect back, and he changed the narrative of the police in Monrovia City now, and people looking at the police from a different front. The people, huh?
I said that's good.
Yeah, the people want to have a direct interaction. Some people can be talking. Just to
let me invite Victor. You want to join? Or I can send you the link. Or let me know if you want to join and have be part of the conversation tonight. If you type again, I call him Peking. He like it like that. I call him Peking. He like it like that. I be mail, but my friend Victor. You want to join? Let me know. I was saying the link. Very smart guy. Victor, not because he's here. I've worked with him. But Terry is so smart. I mean, when you look at some of his calculations, his concrete calculation, columns, the bridge that go over AB Tower from EW Junction over that go over AB Tower Road. Victor pulled that concrete in there.
The party is over. Jerry Bacon ran away from me.
But anyway, how you guys? I tell you are busy today.
Oh, But as soon as texting him, Mr. Bako will be, oh, yeah, you can get, I guess somewhere to run quick. Hey, your tabata, your own here.
He was looking sleepy. I saw him catching some sleeps.
So, Victor, the line is open. If you care to want to be part of it, just text me. I will send you the link right away.
I'm sick and tired of you crying.
You can guess why you, when you sick, why you can't take Tylenol?
No,
Why you can't continue to take Tylenol?
I'm sick of you being so repetitive, talking one thing over and over. You supported this old man. He's there. You sit here. You just run your mouth. You should be on ground to help. So what is the essence of your support? When your support is not being manifested into reality. So what's the point? I don't get it.
But go home to do what? People will not listen. What you think I'm gonna go
fight? You knew that he wasn't going to listen to you?
No. I supported him. Not because I want something
he wasn't going to listen to you.
No. I supported him, but not because I want job.
It's not a matter of job. So why you don't want to service your country? Why you don't want to work for your country? What is your fear?
Victor, don't say hello to the man on my show, I beg you. The problem here, Mr. Soul, is this. Not that I don't want to work for the country.
So what is the problem?
The problem here is there are people that I feel will not listen to reasoning. And I'm not going to fight.
That's a poor judgment.
Well, I'm not going to fight over anything. I don't want anything from anybody. The minister was on our show, and I told him some of the things that needed to be done, and I gave him my number. You think he has ever called me? I don't want money from there. They got money to pay. They got money to pay me, and I'm not going to go over there because I want certain amount of money. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I can do it free. But what I do,
what I'm saying, you see, you guys are always disconnected from the truth. You see, so your support, you're stressing your vein, growing hard, developing pressure for no reason. Look, if you are a patriot like me who is willing to do
I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go home.
Every time I get 7 years ago, he still get a 10-year-old baby. That baby, he can't grow. He can't. Minister Smith knows that. So, Joseph Boyka, your sir, Johnny name, these are your bodies. I mean, so you see, this is why I don't like to hide my hair with these people, because that's just who they are. You will only be in agreement when Creole man say Yakba catch them. By the time they get the appointment, forget it. And I understand where you're coming from, because people feel very insecure. Even they are competent, qualified people. Minister Smith, let the care your own baby. They are the train. So I'm wondering why such a man up to this time he's not being incorporated. This is how this old man operates. Hold on, let me add my point. And I know these are things that you don't like to talk about. You have Minister Smith, people who were all in the vanguard. I'm wondering why such a people are still not incorporated to get this. Hold on. Because you do it when people call this old man name, then you feel like they're calling old man too. He's not your father. I don't know why you're imposing yourself on Joseph Boyka. Joseph Boyka, he doesn't know you, and you're doing it. So if these kind of people, if they are pushing them, this is a guy, literally, if I'm not mistaken, sir, maybe all help with the transition. They're things together to bring this.
Yeah,
so
Victor was part of the sector.
Victor didn't ask, you never talk about it. I'll talk about it. So just give me a chance. So you Victor didn't ask.
But you're not coming to come Chicago. I mean, you're not coming to come Rudolph all over the place. This is my show, please.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm the board chair. I am the board chair.
When last the old man, by the time he said, and he went running to JFK. When last he went, since then, when he last time he ever visited JFK? Can you tell me? And he carried a wife to a hospital in Ghana.
Mr. So, those are subject matter that I'm not quite prepared to be discussed.
Yeah, because you are uncomfortable.
No, yeah. Mr. So, when you come on tomorrow, you can discuss that. But for now, that subject matter I really don't want to discuss that.
Why?
So because that's not my business. That's personal. I'm not going to discuss it, Mr.
Wow.
So let's stay
So,
out
okay,
of it.
let's bring Terry into this place, and we're going to put his Christian faith into the test.
No,
this
but
evening.
Terry, not discuss with you.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Mr.
Yeah,
Collins.
but you're on my show. I am in control of the content. So we're not going to discuss hospital and who went to the hospital. Terry, please, we're not going to discuss that. Let me bring in other subject matter. Let me bring in other subject. We're not going to discuss.
I will talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah,
Tomorrow is my birthday. I am really going to go full blast.
Happy pre-birthday. See you.
Yes.
Yeah, day after tomorrow, my birthday too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. You guys are born in the month of spring. That's a good month. That's a month of flourishing.
I'm gonna be 49.
No, I don't think so, Libra.
What? I'm gonna be 49.
No.
But anyhow,
I know you look good to be 49, but you're not.
The man are 49. Don't mind him.
Wow, not be 49.
You're still finding out to be.
But no birth certificate. I'm counting the farm where I was born in. I'm counting the farm every year.
Solid 5'8". See how healthy.
But anyhow, thank you for joining us, Mister. So let's go on and talk about the issue that I want to discuss now, Terry. Is the issue with the government official? What I was reading today on how do you call it, Front Page Africa, government official gay blending wet guns on President Weah picture, and you have Nagbe now getting involved. Are these people trying to make some relevant point here to make this government look ridiculous by the time 2029 come, or even before 2029, that people will be so much angry with that, just like CDC was suffering in terms of popularity context. CDC was suffering; they were in deficit, and now they're trying to come up and trying to break all of these things here so that the government will look bad. Terry, what is happening with that? Why are we falling in these kind of traps anyway?
I think it's just a frenzy. I don't know how to put it, man. I think it's just something to stir up the populace and make them distracted with it. People enjoy those kind of a back and forth stuff. People, Donald Sano. First of all, I never expected for Eugene Nangbe or even the president to respond to Donald Sano.
Wait. Man, we're going to start some. I'm not falling now, Victor. I just saying it. I'm older than you, Victor. So I'm not your picking.
You gotta be honest with your audience, man. You gotta be honest with your audience.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Victor, I'm not your picking. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So the man what you see, if Eugene Nangbe decide to drag himself in the mud behind Donald Sano will always gain upper hand over him because they are not Calabas. President Weah is not going to respond to Donald Sano. The people that sort of be responding to Donald Sano then, the people maybe like Jefferson Koji and other guys on the CDC that are down there. They're not Eugene then. I don't know why Eugene then take the kind of thing personal, right? The people Eugene supposed to respond to that, what he named Geraldine Pia. They're not Daniel Sano.
You missed the mark, Terry. You missed the mark, and I will. There's a reason why. Carry on.
I missed the mark. Okay, correct. Put me back on track.
You have your opinions. I'm not going to
because my thing is that Daniel Sano, like I said the last time, he was in error, and he by saying those kind of things, it carry the former president population higher, his popularity, because Liberian people are sympathetic. They don't like those kind of things. Especially when they have given you power of authority, then you start mocking the other man that you beat. Even God ain't like it. So what happened is that, so Eugene now should not have responded, but then Eugene is doing a political ploy that he wants to destabilize the defense of the government. And if they're not smart to follow Eugene down that road, he will drag them too. But for Daniel Sano, for him to respond to Daniel Sano is not at his level to respond to him. The people that he's supposed to be responding to are people like Geraldine Pia. That the level that when they back and forth, then it would be interesting. But not men at Daniel Sando and
and that's a good fair point from your end. And here is the reason why, because
I have to invite you, Mr. Soul.
what?
I have to invite you to the conversation. You can't just get up and make your point. This
Every
is
time I
my
want to
show.
program this guy, I feel very intimidated.
Yeah. You have. I have to tell
Okay,
you. Say,
I'm waiting for your invite.
let me go back to Terry then.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. All right. Let's hear.
Bro,
coming out. So
when Eugene Nambe is doing what he's supposed to do, Nambe, with all his stuff, he's a very good communicator. He's a journalist. He knows where to place the distractions. He's the chief of staff to the former president, bear in mind, from campaign and all of that. So when the president is attacked, and when the president is called into a picture, that his job to do the dirty work of the president would never respond. And this is where the Unity Party, too, they are so much, for whatever reason, they should be with their leader, they should be more or less the big boy, the big elephant in the room. But look at Daniel Sanders and the way they behave. The same thing they were doing with Klaus Reloaded until they get in. That's what you, as a deputy minister, for God's sake, you speak for the government in the absence of the minister proper. Anything comes out of you, it becomes more or less official. But to get this sort of narrative of saying, oh, I'm speaking as so person, not in the capacity of this, give me a break. You are deputy minister. Anything comes out of you, whether it is political or not, even outside of official duty, you will still be held liable. People will still hold you accountable. And this is why most of our people, the leaders, they don't understand. So Eugene Namwe is doing what he's supposed to do, because the more he attacks, when he goes on Daniel Sinot, it's a gradual process. Eventually, it will transition to the minister, and the government itself, the president or whoever, they will be labeled at the facility to allowing Daniel Sinot to do, because what? Anybody came out to say, hey, no, what is it? And this is the problem with our people. Everybody, you would never see one person one day publicly to even disagree with their partisan, with their political party, or to even express why. Because these people are protected of their job. You see, and not just only politicians, radio hosts, engineer, roadway hosts, and all of that. They come on a network, they feel comfortable of talking certain things, and they say they do not want to talk certain things. That's been disservice, that's been dishonest to your viewers, because you become selective or comfortable with specific talking point, forgetting to know you have the voice view from different spectrum, different political background, and the need to have the piece of those information. But you have a show guy who comes on the show that he's not comfortable, and even telling his colleague who agrees with him not to speak. And the colleague himself said, okay, I will not speak. Instead, breaking something different in the picture. So this sort of dishonesty is just not in government. It was people who wears their maroon and their hair from over their head.
Mr. So when we decided not to speak about the hospital issue, because the president, even though he's president of the Republic of Liberia, but he has his own family issue. Those are private issues.
No, don't get me misquoted. I'm saying, when last the president ever visited JFK again?
Well, he got scheduled.
Let me tell you, you see, this is the lack of follow-up, and this is why we do not get the kind of result that we're supposed to get. Anybody in their rational mind, Terry, let's be honest here. If you take a leadership and you decide to visit a specific agency or ministry, it seems to me it is a grabs to the public that something not right going there. And you go in there to get an overview, to get an idea as to how to tackle, how to solve, to find remedy to those problems. You go there, you walk around, you get it now, you buy your whatever $1 million car, and you don't care about your take.
You see that? What $1 million car got to do with JFK?
Yeah, but that's not because
no. See, this is why.
Yes, the people.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue. I'm not
The
going to argue
next
with you on
place
that.
the priority of the
Let
people.
me say, let me
These
tell
are
you this.
conversations you're
Let me
supposed to
tell
be
you.
keeping.
Let me tell
These
you
are
this.
conversations you're
No,
supposed to be
no,
having.
no,
But
you're not going to come
deliberately
on
you
my show
deny
and tell me
people
what.
from knowing what is
No.
happening.
But let me tell you this. The president, he's a president of the Republic of Liberia. That I've been not a republic. If people have schedule, he can't just get out and go places.
Wow.
He has
Oh,
schedule.
when you went there for it, you never had schedule?
That schedule. The schedule
How
permits
many
you to
months, how many years today?
don't worry about it. That schedule. So when the schedule reach, when the time reaching
You
his
went to
schedule,
Sierra Leone, your
that
own
schedule,
food,
that
you gave
schedule,
$10,000,
that
but
schedule,
you
that
have
schedule,
teachers that are not taking
that
pay.
schedule,
Give me a break.
that
Who
schedule.
does that? Let's be honest. You need to stop what you're doing.
No,
You
Mr.
people, he shouldn't even call you in government because you'll be one of the rotting folks that are going to be in the government and nothing going to be done. You have your house is not in order, and you tend to Salvation Army, because you went to school in Bo in Kenema and giving that kind of money. If George we are dead, will you not use Samson talk? Will you not talk here?
Mr.
Will you
So,
not talk about it?
Mr. So,
Be
are
honest.
you ready? No way. Mr. So, have you gone to the society bush? Anyway, I don't want to mess with your fraternity, but the society, there's a reason why when you're growing up in the culture, they put you in the society bush. And when you come from the society bush, there are certain things you don't talk.
Yes.
Also,
It is a training movement. It is a training movement for society. In as much as I don't believe in society bushes and all that, but it's a tradition.
So are you part of that society?
No.
So,
I'm just saying
so let
something.
me just tell you now. If you guys are
I'm not in society.
in that sort of society that would disadvantage ordinary people, to
Mr. So, are you here? Are you here tonight to discuss Liberia issue, or you here?
Of course, we are talking about Liberia.
I'm
my last in JFK. I'm talking about the John F. Kennedy Medical Center, one of the best ever in West Africa.
Mr. So, the president don't have to go to JFK to know that he's making impact at JFK.
I agree.
There is a budget that goes to JFK to solve the problem, and this year the budget increased. That shows that the president is wholeheartedly
because of his visit, because of the past visit.
Terry, when you are a supervisor, the president is the overall supervisors of supervisors in the country. There's a reason his office visit, because things were not being done properly. So what has been the outcome of that? Has he spoken to the nation that changed the story when he went there? Absolutely not. Okay. And you guys are feeling uncomfortable.
What do you mean nothing changed? He went there. Tell me. Why
you tell me.
Why you think the budget got increased? Why you think the budget was
The
increased?
budget alone, the increase of the budget reflect the president's visit. Look, Mr. Su, let's talk on something substantial. You know,
okay. Right.
Like the way you're talking.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to leave it.
No. Let Terry make a point, please.
Look at
your recommendation is
need to be in charge.
But the president,
the bad folks, Clarence David, and they are the bad folks for the society that the liberal has recruited from different places. Both here need to be in charge. Can you imagine?
Wow. Yeah.
Mr. So,
Terry, make a point.
In a political party, or in that what me, I don't join political party because I don't join society. You have to protect certain image when you join a political party or when you are supporting a political figure. There are certain things you don't talk about, even if it's a mistake. Why? Because it brings out certain things that are not right to the party. That what up to now, CDC people say they lie on them. Burger can be here whole day. He say they lie. He will never tell you what CDC data are not correct. But he knows that. But they can go into the chat room and they can discuss it. They can discuss the mistake, the failure, and things they did that were not right. But they will not bring it in the public to talk about it.
Yeah,
we have managed.
You want me to come here and start undressing my devil?
Right.
You want me to come before
Nobody
you
does that.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
Gentlemen, Clarence David, Clarence David, I want you to please call in tonight. I know you to be someone who can speak the truth at some time. You hear the liberal, you want me to come here to undress my devil? If the devil doesn't need clothes, we undress him and find better clothes for him.
No, no, we don't need your clothes. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. Again, folks,
Okay.
Samson told Labra Public Radio, I'm here tonight with Terry, the Rescue 2, and the troublemaker, the CEO, he's here to try to disturb our wonderful show we were having. I didn't know that because usually Tuesday, he's so busy he can't come on. And then for some reason tonight, mysteriously appear on my show here tonight. So let me open a line, and I will let you guys have your 2 cents. But you speak about the president, you can say whatever you want to say, but we have to be respectful. He's the president of the Republic of Liberia. He's the father of the nation. You have to show some respect. You say whatever you want to say, but be respectful.
So
Thank you.
just send a question to them. Say this is a question to ask.
Okay, the question I want you to ask is, not even question, you just make comment. President Baka doing excellent work. And that's it. That's the number, folks. Samson told Labra Pablo. Give us your call. Give us a call. But let me know on a very serious note, Mr. So. Look, Mr. So, here's the thing here. Those of us that grew up in a countryside, there's a thing usually. There's a guy that came from what they call Nico Kobo. And this guy, big guy, he could when he was young. Nobody he had, according to the story, when he was young, he had never touched the ground. But when he got older, he became singer, singing for bush fowler, bush fowler, whatever it is. Let me take this card and I'll come back to that. Samson Cole Labropa Radio, the most talked about radio show. The host, Libra, is here. What's your name? Where you calling from? What's on your mind?
My name is Ambrose, Mr. Board Director, Mr. Soul and Terry. Mr. Board Director. Yesterday you were bragging about Mr. Soul, the accomplishment of what Mr. Soul.
I take all that back. I take that back. I take it back.
Oh God. Okay. But Mr. On a serious note, though, what you think the president can do as a president of our nation? Can supervise or get his men in check or monitor what they're doing or speak on what they're doing, their behavior or their performance?
On a very serious note, let me just tell you this, and I like the engagement. On a very serious note, we all know President Baka is slow. We know that. But he's very determined. Ambrose, believe me, we got 4 more years to go. Before his term is over, you'll be one of the praise singers from President Baka. The man is determined to work. And sooner or later, those who are not working will be on the west side. Watch and see. President Baka is determined, and President Baka is going to deliver, my brother. Go ahead.
Okay, I hope we will live to see this day to come true. And if it does come true, I will admit and I will apologize to you. But they say the Christmas will be good from the east. If we will be dying, we'll die, people will die, and one day will come, the rest of the other people will not die. That's not good, though. But okay, the next issue I wanted to talk to you as an engineer, one of the issues on construction or the road, especially speaking to the water side, the bad time something or cloud time, that places were built in the 70s or in the 60s, and the drainage are clogged. That would be one of the main reasons why the water is not, the waterway is not being going through the drainage because nobody cleaning that water or the drainage. You agree with me or you disagree with that?
Yeah, and I think if people they know what to do. Public works know what to do, and I think they will do their best on that.
That would be the first solution because you're supposed to at least flush the drainage to make sure that the water is draining to the I know that Sony went over there or
no, that would be the ocean. The
ocean.
The west side would be ocean, and on the east side would be the Do River.
The Do River, but because you are advocating for the pump.
Yes.
And I don't know how the farmer going to work over there if you get a clock unit and you pull you just be sucking the water from off the street, not helping the drainage.
Okay. I will do a show here and demonstrate how the pump business work. But I will invite you for you to watch that time.
I watch the show religiously. It's just sometimes I'm amazed, you go out of your way to defend this government, and sometimes I just see, as much as I admire you, I think sometimes it like you ready to go overboard with the Joseph Bucket. It really amazed the way you love him and you really believe in him. I hope he believes in himself that way to make some of us him and
he would deliver. Ambrose, President Baka would deliver. President Baka didn't make all those statements during the campaign for nothing. He has. Let me just tell you this. Whenever President Baka was making those statements, he was reading from notes. He was not just speaking over here.
You were there?
Okay, when he said
we saw him reading from notes. When you were there, we were there. We saw him. Go ahead.
Also, when he made the statement, you will rescue this country if it caused him to ride wheelbarrow to go to the executive master.
Okay, Ambro, I think you and myself conversation. Thank you for calling.
My last point I want to make, or my last comment I want to make, it goes to Terry. Terry said something yesterday. Terry said something today. No matter how we disagree with our president, nobody wants to go embarrass their president in the public or in the street. I think it was a good thing when the president, I never saw the video, or I never saw when he visited Benson Street, the supermarket, or shopping on Benson Street. I think that's a good thing, but it wouldn't be healthy for to publicly disgrace their leaders. We can disagree or not agree with everything now. Mr. Two, I agree with everything that Mr. Two says. That's why I admire him, but I will not see him publicly and start booing him or trying to embarrass him.
Thank you for that respect. Thank you for your call, Ambrose. Thank you very much.
This political visit meant to neutralize the talking point in the town. Come on,
Mr. So Terry, let me say this here. And folks, your number is out there. Give us a call and let's hear your own contribution. Look, we will be truthful with the president, but what some of us will not do is to come out here and eat crow, apologize for what? There's nothing here to apologize. But I keep asking this question when many of you are saying that your brother government into power and lower. What was the choice we have? Should we have gone back to President we are? And to allow the country to be damaged more? I keep saying to all of you, I'm not saying you shouldn't criticize me. I'm not saying that you should agree with me, but you should be grateful that we were able to succeed in bringing this government to power, because this government coming to power saved the country and saved the Liberian people. Now, is it that the government doing everything they said they were going to do? Obviously not.
We have been miserably been misinterpreted by you and your allies. Unfortunately, that's the whole thing. Our talking here is meant to strengthen the president, for the president to keep his eye.
But you do not come across as such. You come across as somebody who be condescending to this government. Your voice and your criticism are not meant to straighten things up. Your criticism are the blame, portioning the blame on the president and portioning the blame on somebody else. And this we will not allow.
No,
Let me take this caller. Maybe that's a beautiful call that coming in. Let me take this caller. It's a beautiful call that coming. Most likely they will agree with me. Caller, what's your name? Where you're calling from? And thank you for. Good night. Breakable.
I don't want to call, but the city you made, it touched my heart. It touched my soul to the extent I no other really. Look, Mr. To, listen. Did you hear what he just said?
Wow.
The country is heading in a way that will not deliver the country. Did you hear what he just said? Nothing work for it in our country. The in the whole country never get on fire. Never get on fire. The country, the way it stands still now, even the war I fought, is even better than the one happening now. That the whole government is disarray. The interim government have for the interim government were more functioning than the whole government. You know that?
Thank you.
But you see that here, look at the president go on the street. Or President Bar Sonny for citizen. The citizen went home and took all the clothes wash it. Have you ever seen it?
Okay.
President to Bar Sonny for you. They go and take all the clothes wash it. First of all, when President Bar Sonny for you, almost like when you see heaven. The president will be celebrating the whole week. But they will make Bar Sonny. They say no more money to pay, like money they pay. Even if you don't change back, you don't want to get a change back. There's that change. Mr. Two, you have to send us that big to you. Your president failed you. Thank you.
Thank you for reminding me. But we don't accept that. Thank you very much for your call. I should have known better. But anyway, Mr. So that is the point. We people need to be grateful for this president coming and rescuing the country. Now, the question that I keep saying and the point that I'm making is it that up to this time, a year and a half or so into this government, are they doing things that should generate some hopes with the many Liberians? Well, most likely not. However, the president has history, and the president, we know he will deliver. Because it's just hard to believe that this president, from time to time during the campaign, will say, I will do this. And he was reading from notes. You want to tell me that he has destroyed all of those notes? I don't think so. So the best we can do, you can disagree, you can criticize, but to be condescending through your criticism is unacceptable. To come and then blame the president from the ill of the society presently is unacceptable as well. The buck stopped with the president, but let's give the president some latitude, please. Thank you very much. Let's go to Mr. So. Go ahead.
I have no control of your opinions, your views. You have the right to express those, your perceptions, what you think that I'm condescending. That's not it. I strongly believe I am doing the right thing. I'm speaking the mind for the good of the country and to help the president who you profess to, that you want his agenda to achieve. You have crowd wolf here, people who started the journey with the president, the Molu and all of those people. Where are they today? The hyenas pushed them aside because they want this president to move in their direction. So when you see us sounding our voices so strong and loud like
this. Let me take this call, please, Mr. So, please. Let me take this call. We'll come to you. Just hold your thought. Caller, what's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind, sir?
Hey, Mr. Thor, how you doing?
Oh, Clarence, good evening. Thank you.
You're doing the like ground politics.
Yes. Thank you for recognizing that.
You know, when the CEO and his collaborator from the CDC, when they come on this show to distract your attention, I want you to be focused.
Thank you.
You are placing because of being the doyen of the policy of the country. You are looking at the good side. You always advise on this. You look at the good side, look at the bad side. If the government go this way, the country go this way, the country will fall into problem. You are giving solution. But every now and then they will come here and condemn the president for not doing it. What is the solution are they bringing on board? That's my question to them tonight. They're not finding any other solution, but they will come here, the president do this, the president ride the car. We know fully well that the president government may do some mistake. We are not keeping quiet to it. We are telling the president this is what he promised us. We want you to meet up with your promise that you made to the Liberian people. But in the past, everybody was just going to CDC headquarters and get them book out. When the time I did, they started doing it. the Minister of Presidential Affairs doing competition, dancing competition. We are not dancing buka. They only not dancing buka. They only not dancing buka. They only listen to the crowd because of the people. He is working towards, even he stop to buy something for Liberia. If he's not working for paying, like doing for not paying. But they were not a meeting I call for Mr. Toe.
Thank you. Go ahead.
They were not hold on, Mr. Toe, please. The reason why I call you, the first that they discussed concerning the election in Lima, and I listened to one of the candidates in the by-election, Mike Bloom tonight. He said that the $4.5 million the president superintendent using for the county, it came from CDC because CDC was giving the money to the county development fund. So that means CDC was keeping their money when United Party take over to take the money to the United Party. They never have superintendent in the county, or they never have the county leadership right to use the money for the county development. I don't think also the guys that are coming to your place here, they are ready to pay. If you want to discard the country or you want to discard your plane, come on. Because you come in, you want to be in the CDC and the city be with Musa Beneda Party. Which side is he on? Thank you for the show, Mr. Paul.
Thank you. And thank you for your backing. We appreciate it. As always, when we see you here, we're very happy that you have our back. Thank you very much. We appreciate it, sir.
Yeah, happy tonight. Tomorrow, when you call, you disagree with you, then you throw in your way.
And because of that, Clarence will make your comment, the last comment. We take the number. We're not taking any more phone call before Telly Lion and Rowan are not here tonight. We're not taking any more phone call before Aaron Brapler and the rest of the people come and ruin my night. Let's do the closing. Terry, thank you for joining us tonight, as usual. Tonight, just a fun night anyway. I mean, not a very, very serious matter we're gonna have. But before we close, Terry, talk to me about what's your own take about the upcoming election in Nima? Because I was saying earlier that the brothers and sisters in Nima that are going to be utilizing their right to select or their right to vote, that they should use it carefully and that they should pick some. Terry, let me take this color. Samson told Labrador Public Radio, you are the last caller. Please, let's hear from you. What's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
Hello, Mr. Toe, and all the brothers on the show tonight. This is Saturday. Y'all out there from Connecticut.
Saturday, thank you very much. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, well, we know that the government, one thing I want to say is that nobody try to disrespect the president. Moreover, he's an elderly man that, let's say, above 80 years old. So if anybody coming on your show to throw insult at him, that person will not be a good person. Anybody who get a good upbringing will not insult older people. That's our culture.
Thank you.
But the fact of the matter is that whenever you see somebody is getting out of track from all the promises they made, that's why people will come and say and call spill. That is the thing that a lot of Liberians try to say. Our expectation is not been met.
Saturday, if you lower your expectation, most likely you will meet it. If you keep it high, then hard for something to jump over it. You see what I'm saying?
But Mr. Todd, the fact of the matter is that if don't forget about the age. But if a guy, a man who's been working in government for all the years, if he is unable to tackle all those loopholes in government that have the potential of making Liberia better, and our money going down the drain from the same old system, then people are concerned.
Thank you.
People will be very, very skeptical about the developmental agenda of this government.
I agree.
That is the problem.
Thank you.
So
Thank you. I think
we are hopeful. Nobody try to be disrespectful. We all thought, you and myself thought that, hey, this is the best option for Liberia.
yes.
But as early as this administration, for all these things to be happening every night and day, you get news and say, hey, so and so ministry people are, taking money, and whereby other people, the majority of the people living looking a bad life. Just think about it. That's why people come on the show. Not that we are against the government. We love the government, we are wishing that they do better, they improve our people's lives. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let me just do my mini closing. I need to attend to an emergency.
Okay. All right. Let's hear you. 1 minute. Go ahead.
Because I mean,
Terry, let you finish.
look,
Then we'll get you ourselves. Go ahead. 1 minute.
yeah, whether we go 1 minute, that's a different thing. But what I want to say here, your consistent and persistent representations of me being someone who is anti to this government is a complete miscalculations of my thinking to my views and opinion expressed on this network. And I do understand you're a strong fanatic, so that's where you're coming from. But at the same time, that's not who I am. I strongly believe, as the head of the country, as the head of any institution, when things are not being done, when you have people that are working with you and they are not enhancing your vision, your dream, what you want to see happening, and nothing much is being done, then it brings into question. So that's not who I am. You know that. So you want to say it, you want to take a bullhorn to blow it and go over the roof, World Trade Center, go ahead. But we always speak. I don't make up anything. What I say, he visited JFK before. So I expect when he goes there, he wants to go back to see how things are being improved, who's doing what, why is not doing. That's the work of a supervisor, is to make sure your staff, people that work with you, they
Hello,
are
President.
doing their
Hello,
job.
President Baka.
So
Yeah, I
thank
got it
you
under
so
control.
much. Okay. Thank you so much. I gotta go. You can call Bushi Bank to take care of your business.
The independent voices.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. So.
The independent voices.
Terry, go ahead. Give us your closing so we get out of here, please.
Yeah, so like you were asking about there's something in that place in Nima County. I think the battle will be between Samuel Koga and Yelu. How they call him? Garrison Yelu. In my perspective, from what I've been observing. And the reason for Samuel Koga, and we said this thing on the platform long before it would even hit the fan, because this is a test to the VP. It's not really about Samuel Koga. It's about a test to see who is taking Prince Johnson's position in Nima County. And the Nimbayans are troubleless people, and given the history, that's why they are together. Two tribes I respect in Liberia since the war: the Crown people and the Gio people, the Gio and Mano people. These people hold together because they have a bad past, and because of that, they stick together. They bond stronger, and they can resist anything that comes to them once it is not in their interest. So this thing is about protecting the Nima people heritage, and that is why they're going to vote for Koga, in my opinion. And Koga is ahead. Why? Because Koga went and took a position. He went and the MDR, you trying to replace Prince Johnson. Everybody know that Prince Johnson is like the godfather for them. So to replace Prince Johnson, he went and joined the MDR, which was a very great move because the MDR is Prince Johnson's political party. So if you're trying to replace the man, you only, and all the political aspiring in a race, when you ask them about Prince Johnson, they're not saying nothing bad about him. They're not going against a legacy, even though his legacy was bad, because they know that if they go against Prince Johnson's legacy, they might likely lose the elections. So it's actually about trying to gain votes. So you cannot be hating on Prince Johnson And that is why today I was listening to Musa Belete or guy from that he put in the race. The guy saying that Prince Johnson was using Prince Johnson lie about the money that was going to them. Obviously, he had already lost the popularity if he says that. And I think it was intentional for Musa Belete to put that man in the race, because Musa Belete is aware that that man is just a deflection, you know. And that is why I said CDC again have proven weak, because they should have gone in that race and they should have the opposition. CDC should have unified the opposition and make sure they carry one candidate to dream that position. That even if the race would end up to be almost neck to neck, it's a good win for them. But as it stands, they don't have a hope. But I think they're going to narrow down, not even between. I will be surprised if Gongo Ware comes second. But what I'm thinking, Garrison Yelu is a strong guy, because as I learned, he ran for senatorial position before. And he came close. So the only thing that will maybe what he need Koga to tap it is because of the tradition. Somebody trying to replace Prince Johnson. But other than that, the people might likely choose Garrison Yellow. But Koga stand a better chance to me. You muted.
Thank you, Terry. I think let's come on Mr. Social tomorrow.
Yeah.
And see what we do, what kinds of conversation we're gonna have. But I want to thank you as usual. Thank you very much for joining again. Rescue 2, as I always call you, we appreciate it. And I'll say thank you very much. Let's join tomorrow, Mr. Soul, and see what we do. Thank you.
Thank you.
Again, folks, Samson told I want to thank all of you again that tuning in and still continue to tune in. We say thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you very much. Let's join Mr. Soul Show tomorrow and have a conversation as usual. Again, all of you that called in tonight and all of you that was writing, thank you very much. And even those that were watching, you didn't call, we say thank you anyhow. We appreciate it. And I'll say good night to all of you. Well, I still have 1 more minute. Okay, the 1 minute I have, let me use it this way. To my brothers, and once again to my brothers and sisters in Nimakand, please, whatever you do, use your vote and use it wisely. Because the vote you're gonna cast is gonna benefit all of us if it's cast the way that will be beneficial to Liberia and Nima County specifically. Thank you very much and good night, folks. Samson Toll, Liberia Public Radio. Good night, folks.
Hey! Why, Maman a de l'IPCA, le maquis, je suis la plus belle. Tout qui est d'Ali, pour Dieu Seigneur, à ce moment ça. Rachel de Kibo, je suis Banyo, Yadi Okorapa, Abigodo Yadi, Abigodo Yadi, Stefan Soko, Awabile, Anana, Amagringara Koto Yadiba, Stefan Soko Yakorapa, Aya, Godo Yadiba, Amana Vere Kasawa, Amagringa Vere Titi Papa, Paleresa, Selipeto, Selipeto, Palo Yuge Banyo. Papa, Mais je vous dis, c'est ça qui nous fera grossir. À quoi nous faut se mettre ici, hein? Devant les devants. Tu n'es pas conscient, moi je suis conscient. Nana Asaka.